All right, you guys, excuse me for the hair and excuse me for the look. This is day, I don't know. I've been in a flare up going on a month now, and it has taken its toll on me. Um, it is affecting every single part of my body, including my vision. My brain fog is really, really, really bad. And I am struggling mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm really exhausted, honestly. But I know I have to continue to fight. And like in talking with my counselor, I was like, I'm so frustrated. And I want to be able to do things in my house. And so talking it out with her, I was like, okay, I know something that I can do. And I was like, when I get up in the morning, I'll see what things that need to be done in the house. And then I'll do two things, only two things. And I'm not gonna like do me a list every day, because for me it doesn't work, because sometimes I get disappointed. I'm used to having a clean home, clean environment and things like that. And sometimes especially now, since I am having trouble cleaning up and ensuring that that happens every day, it bothers the hell out of me. Excuse my French. But so what I decided to do was, like, every day I do two things, or at least try to accomplish two things. And if I can't accomplish more, if I'm feeling good, that my energy's up and I can do it, then I do it. So today, when I got up, I was like, okay, I want to cook today. That was my first intention. So what I did was took my meds, and I got up. And yes, so us lupus warriors tend to take a lot of meds. And I know this looks ghetto, but yes, this is my bag of medicine. Yay! Not. But it is my bag of medicines. So yeah. So I was like, okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to see what needs to be done. So I was like, okay, I want to wash my towels. So I brought a wagon a while back, and we call her Magna. Kind of give her a little cute name. Just try to make it fun, because, as us lupus warriors know, the everydayness of struggling can be very daunting. So I packed up Magna, and I was like, okay, Magna, let's go wash towels. And so I went to wash the towels. I put that to wash early this morning. And so I was like, when I got back home, I was like, okay, Claire, what can you do today? What's another thing you can do? And I was like, well, I wanted to mop. Sweep and mop. So I was like, and I also want to cook today, though. So, but I had the energy, and it was kind of early, and I was like, okay, I got the energy to sweep, so I swept. And I'm saying to myself, after I sweep, if I have the energy, I'll mop. Sure enough, had the energy, so I mopped. And filling the mop bucket, I have the old cedar mopping bucket thingy, which is, by the way, great. This is not an advertisement. I do not own the copyrights to the name or anything else. But I'm just saying that that's what I use, because it does help me not have to do a lot of emptying and all this other stuff when it comes to the old school method of mopping. So it allows me to help, in helping with me with my lupus. I know for me it's easier to use. So it's I have SLE, and if y'all don't know my story, I did put a synopsis up in my bio, but I got diagnosed back in 2018 with lupus, and it shook my world, and so every day I've been fighting ever since, to understand the disease, to process the disease and process what I'm going through, and to process the changes mourn the old me, the old me who had energy and fight, the old me who had a lot of hair, because I've lost a lot of my hair due to lupus. But I know it look a mess right now. Don't judge me, because sometimes it's just a bad hair day, and it's just a bad time. But be encouraged. So yeah, after I mopped, I finish up with the towels and everything was done. And I was like, oh my God, I was so proud of myself today. Oops, hurt myself. I was so proud of myself today because I accomplished that, and it's the little things sometimes that we take for granted that we used to could do, And then I was like, okay, it's time to cook, and I'm like, okay, what you cooking, Claire? My daughter wanted spaghetti. So that's what I did, And so with lupus, it's so unpredictable, y'all. And it's so hard sometimes to manage the challenges. And for me in this season, I used to love to journal. And I find that journaling is not helping me, but I'm liking to color. So coloring is helping me to process lupus. I follow this lady on Instagram, and she goes by Lupus in Color, and I like her journaling ideas and things like that. But I love the coloring book, because it really truly helped me, honestly, to just process what I was dealing with, but also to find some encouragement, to continue on and know that I'm not alone dealing with this disease. Some people think they know you and they think they know what you're going through, but they have no idea. And I'd say this, that if you are someone who knows someone who has lupus, don't try not to act like you know what they need, especially if you're not battling an autoimmune disorder, because I tell you, it is a beast within itself, and to battle that daily is absolutely courageous. And it's not an easy thing, and it is rough, and it is tough, and it takes a lot of courage and strength and self-awareness and care, and I don't want to say acceptance, but knowing how to go through life and really taking care of yourself. And so, I hear people all the time, exercise, eat right. Well, guess what? I was doing all of that. And recently, my doctor said, I recognize all your efforts, the eating right, the dieting, the intermittent fasting, all of that. But unfortunately, your lupus is out of control still. And because of that, it's causing issues. My lupus is attacking my kidneys and everything. And so guess what? I'm a diabetic. And so all my efforts that I was doing, and I've lost a lot of weight. I've gone from a 20 down to a size 16, kind of like a 17, 16, 17. And I actually could fit a 14 in an extra large shirt where I was in a 2X. Just saying. Well, I was told that my efforts, not that it wasn't good, but that due to lupus, that I was kind of, I just had to fight harder, because basically my lupus was kind of doing its own thing. My immune system was just doing what it wanted to do. And so even though I'm not really a snack person or eating sugar and things like that, now don't get me wrong, every once in a blue moon, I love a cup of coffee. Your girl loves coffee. But that they started me on insulin to help my pancreas fight. So, yeah. So just, be kind, y'all. And remember that, life is life, and I'm sure it's life for everybody. But just be kind and love one another, because you never know, you know. I'm also going through this thing with my dad, processing things with him, knowing I'll never get the answers that I desired answers to questions that I'll never get to ask him, as he has dementia now. But I still get to love on him, and that's a blessing. But I just wanted to come on here and kind of share my journey, because one of my goals is to be consistent now with what's going on in my day-to-day life, and share with other lupus warriors as much as I want you guys to share with me. I don't find there's enough research. I find there's not enough data. There's not enough information about lupus. And I really do want to learn more, because this is still new for me. So if you guys know of other resources or things that you want to send me, click on my YouTube and let me know.